I think what we're seeing is, first of all, OPEC and the senior ministers within OPEC are doing a much better job communicating with the market. They're seeking out these forums where they can have dialogue with investors because they themselves have been confused about the volatility in the market. So they want to understand from financial market participants what's going on. I think the Saudi oil minister once again is back in Draghi whatever it takes mode. And I think he's very good in these forums at delivering a very concise, strong, clear message about Saudi intentions, because that had been a concern in the market. Saudi had surged supply over the summer, going into the Iran sanctions decision, and people were concerned, will they really walk back that supply? But they are.
And it's really interesting when you take a step back and you look at, obviously, the relationship between the United States and the Middle East, Saudi Arabia in particular, yes. Mike Pompeo making a very controversial trip over the last several days in particular. That was we talked about that at the forum, but we were much more concerned, I think, with the impact on the energy markets of this rhetoric coming out of the White House and really how they're going to navigate that in the coming year.
I mean, I think what is so extraordinary is we have a very close U.S. relationship with Saudi Arabia, with UAE. At the same time, the White House has been very critical of OPEC. And that's very interesting to me. They were happy Saudi put additional supply on the market over the summer, but have been threatening potentially to have this bill called the no-OPEC bill, which would declare OPEC a cartel and subject it to antitrust legislation. And so I think that's what's hard for these sort of member states to navigate is, where is the White House? Can they have a dialogue? Because what OPEC and the Saudi oil minister, Emirati oil minister want is they want stability in prices. They're not seeking 85, 90. They want this kind of stable band that works for consumers and producers and keeps the global economy humming along.
Nancy had a question as well.
Hi, Helima. When you talk about this whatever it takes pledge coming from OPEC this time around, taking a page out of Draghi's book, I wonder if the concern among investors is whether or not it will work. I mean, we talk about U.S. pressure being just one element out there, yes. But looking at the demand factor, I mean, today that disappointing Chinese trade data seems to be denting oil prices as well. So,
I absolutely agree with that. I mean, that's the question I put to the OPEC leadership last night is 1.2 million barrels a cut going to be enough if we have a slowing demand picture? And the Chinese trade data is going to concern people. The data on weaker Chinese auto sales is concerning people. I think demand right now is the biggest psychological headwind for oil. People are very concerned about the trade war. There's still this sort of corner of the market that's concerned about a global recession. And so I think that is the biggest headwind that OPEC has to overcome in trying to stabilize the price environment. I think they're doing a lot on the supply picture, but again, the demand outlook remains uncertain.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.